Commitment. I would really like to hear any thoughts on this or advice, but I'm not sure how to approach the idea of committed relationships anymore. It's not because I want to hoe around, but it's mainly because of what I've observed about human nature. Just doesn't seem like a good idea. Beyond just the hopefully fictitious cheating stories on Reddit and online in general that I pray to God are made by bored people with a kink for catastrophizing, I've witnessed and experienced enough of human nature to understand relationships aren't as sunshine and rainbows as we're often led to believe. As a kid, I had to learn to lower my standards for what I expected out of a partner, to the point where the bar is essentially on the floor. And no, this isn't because I was delusional. It was mainly because from a young age, I always kind of just understood if you wanted a successful relationship, there are a lot of behaviors that aren't acceptable in the sense of it isn't practical for the sustainability of the relationship. The problem is, I've reached a point where committed relationships don't even seem logical to me. Realistically speaking, marriage is and has been since the olden days a socio-economic agreement. People don't seem to understand the idea of marriage for love actually only become popular in recent times. In my view, marriage no longer makes any sense unless you're in a position where you need to for socioeconomic purposes, and I have no plans to ever be in that position. But marriage for love seems to me to be naive. And that's not because I feel like because it'll get hard sometimes and don't want to stick it out. Now, because I don't think marriage is a good idea anymore, I also don't see much of reason to date. Like the way I see it, if we have a good bond, that's great and we can hang and go places. If we're sexually active, that's cool, as long as we agree on and respect boundaries. But to me, it's like we're just really good friends with benefits at times, and I see no reason to be in a committed relationship over this. We shouldn't have to be in a relationship if we can have a deep companionship without the extra stuff, is my view. Lastly is the family angle. This might sound bad, but honestly, the family angle is the only thing that would really make me consider being in a committed relationship. Beyond literally having a kid together, I'm not sure there is any reason to be in a committed relationship. You do you, and I do me. As long as we respect each other's boundaries, there will be no issues. But yay, I'd like to know any advice or thoughts. I really am at heart a romantic. So I've unfortunately lost a lot of zest for life because of this. IRL people have given the whole spiel on people in my age group are still growing up and people calm down when you're older, but, I'm not too certain about the validity of that kind of thing.